Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to First Commerce Accountancy online classes. Dear student, in previous classes we study how to pass the journal entries, how to recognize the two accounts which are involved in a particular transaction, and after that how we can easily analyze the particular transaction, then how we can easily classify the accounts, how we can apply the rules of debit and credit. Through applying the rules of debit and credit, how we can pass journal entries, how we can record the transaction in the book called journal. Correct, right? So in this class, let's move to discuss the one more concept which is related to journal, that is the ledger. See, these journal and ledger are the two important part in our accounting syllabus, in our accountancy. We need to study journal, and we should know we should know the concept of ledger. What is ledger? See, journal is what? Journal is a book in which the transactions are recorded for the first time. So each and every organization, to know the financial position of an organization, or to at the end of the month or a periodical base, they are eager to know the exact position of a business concern, or it may be to know the expenses or losses or total revenues. They need to record each and every transaction in the book, correct, right? So accountant usually records this transaction through the format called journal. But the thing is, in the book called journal, there accountant means organization records each and every transaction. Already I told that what in journal we record all the transactions, maybe credit transaction or cash transaction, and also purchases, sales, expenses, revenues, liabilities, capital, whatever it may be. If what are the transactions takes place in the organization, then organization should record all the transaction in the book called journal, that is in chronological order. Correct, right? But here in the ledger we can get to know that exact amount of sales or exact amount of purchase. So to know the net result of a transaction, we need to prepare the ledger book. So how we can prepare ledger? See, journal is the basic. Through that only we can prepare ledger. But ledger means, see, one concept is there, posting. Posting means what? Transferring the journal entries to the book called ledger. That process is called as what? Posting. Process of transferring the journal entries to the ledger, that is called as what? Posting. Correct, right? So journalizing means what? The process of recording the transaction in the books of journal, that is called as what? Journal. Correct, right? Journalizing. So here a ledger may be in the form of card or registrar or maybe separate sheets, maybe maintained in a proper file. Okay, so it contains this particular ledger. Ledger is called as a principal book of entry. Ledger is called as what? Principal book of entry, whereas journal is called as what? Original book of entry. It is a principal book of entry. Okay, so ledger contains all the accounts where transactions relating to the particular, means related to the accounts are recorded. Debit and credit accounts are maintained here also. In accounting equation we studied the T format of account. Correct, right? T format, where left side debit, right side credit. Like that here also. Let's see the format next. Okay, see here what is the importance of ledger? Why we need to prepare ledger? Once I told that to know the net amount of sale or purchase, we need to maintain or we need to prepare ledger accounts. So it is very important for the organization to know the net result of all transaction. Say in the journal, we will record the transactions related to cash. Say for example, business started with the cash, purchased goods for cash, sold goods for cash, or cash receipt from X, cash paid to X, like that. Various transactions related to tax are recorded in a chronological order. But in the ledger, just by preparing cash account, we can get to know that total cash turnover, total cash turnover, or total sales turnover, or total purchase amount, like that. Okay, so let's see the format of ledger first. See, very simple, T format, and the next step is equal division. Here debit and here credit, clear. And next step, date, particulars, and a small column to record journal folio. This is what these four columns related to record debit aspect of a transaction. And the next again, date, particulars, and the small column to record journal folio, and this column to record amount. So again here, date, particulars, JF means journal folio, where there in journal format, LF, that is what, ledger folio. Again date, amount in rupees, and here date, particulars, JF, and here amount, that is in rupees, clear. And here title of the account. And here title of the account, say for example cash, ends with the suffix called account. Cash account, sales account. Title may be cash or sales or purchase or any person name, but along with that title we should use the suffix called account, clear, right? So here let's see, date to record the transaction of date, like year, month and date, 2017 April 1st, like that. And particulars to record the name of the account, where whether it is that particular account to be debited or credited, like that we need to use the name of the account here. And JF to record the journal folio, say for example April 1st cash account recorded in the journal in the page number 4, then that page number is recorded in this column JF. And next, amount to be credited or amount to be debited, here amount is recorded in numerical numbers. And here also this 4 columns relates to credit, as to record the credit aspect of a transaction, date, particular, JF and amount. See, this is a format of ledger. Total 8 columns, date, particular, JF, amount, debit side, date, particular, JF, amount in credit side. See, dr dot cr dot. It should write in the above at the edges of these columns, clear, right? Debit and credit. And afterwards an account is debited or credited according to the rules of debit and credit. How we can pass the journals, journal entries in the book called journal, same rules here also applicable. But so to prepare ledgers we need to pass journals first. So the name of the item is written at the top, top of the format. Here the name of the account is written at the top of the format as the title of the account, and I told that the title of the accounts ends with the suffix called account, and debit means debit side of the account to record the debit amount, credit means credit side of the account to record the credit amount, and particulars name of the item with the reference to the original entry. Say based on the journal entry we can post the journals to the ledger. So based on that journal we can record the name of the account in the particulars column, and journal folio we know that to record the page number of the journal, that is what original book, and amount is recorded in numerical numbers. See here, classification of ledger accounts based on permanent accounts and temporary accounts. So here in this class we will study the concept called posting, ledger posting. Clear? See here the ledger is classified into two accounts, that is what two types. One is posting, another one is balancing. Posting and balancing. Posting means what? The process of transferring the journal entries to the ledger. That is just posting. Say for example, cash business started with the cash. Take this example, business started with the cash rupees 1 lakh. Rupees 1 lakh. Now pass the journal entries for this transaction. The journal entry is like this. Assumed date April 1, 2017. Cash account debited to capital account. To capital account. Correct, right? Let's see how we can post this journal. How we can post this journal to the ledger. Here two accounts are there. Correct, right? Ledger means what? The principal book of entry. The basic purpose of ledger to know the net result of all transaction. Net result of all accounts, to know the exact amount of capital or to know the exact amount of cash turnover, we need to prepare ledger books, ledger accounts. Clear? So here two accounts, so we need to prepare two separate accounts. One is cash, another one is capital. In the journal we will record all the transaction in a particular sheet or in a particular book, in one book. But here we need to prepare separate accounts to each and every transaction. So cash related many transactions are recorded in a cash account. Capital related other transactions are recorded in capital account, like that. See here how we can record this particular transaction in the book called ledger. Here we need to prepare cash account and capital account. Let's see how we can post this cash account amount and capital account amount. See, date, particulars, LF amount, date, particulars, JF amount. We need to mention debit and credit. Okay, so first we should prepare cash account here. Cash account, analytical order, we need to prepare cash account and capital account. So first step is preparation of cash account. So how we see cash account amount 1 lakh, capital account amount 1 lakh, correct, right? Just very simple. Cash account debited 1 lakh. Cash account debited 1 lakh. So first fill these columns, date, particulars, JF amount, date, particulars, JF amount. Clear, right? Clear, right? Just give the concentration here. Cash account debited 1 lakh. So first record 1 lakh. First record 1 lakh because cash account debited. So debit, which is debit side here, left hand side we should record debit aspect and right hand side credit aspect of a transaction. And here in this format we need to learn that particular important concept, that is to record the debit aspect of a transaction we should use the prefix called to, and here to record the credit aspect of a transaction we need to use the prefix by. Clear, right? To and by. By to record credit, to record debit. Clear, right? Okay, let's see. Cash account debited 1 lakh. We are preparing cash account here. So according to this transaction we recorded like cash account debited 1 lakh. Okay, mention the date 2017 April 1st. April 1st. So in particulars column, which one we should record, whether cash or capital? See, a simple logic here. When we are preparing cash account, again in the within the cash account, the word cash should not repeat. Getting my point? We cannot record cash again in the cash account. Or if we are preparing capital account, we cannot write capital within the capital account. See, say for example, suppose I wrote cash account here, cash account 1 lakh. Can you analyze this cash account from for what reason this cash account is used? Can you analyze if I wrote cash account here? No, for that reason, say for example, cash account here, cash account to capital. So here say cash account to capital account. So how we can record? First, cash account debited 1 lakh. In this particular column we can write the word to and capital account. Why? Because cash is affected with the capital. We are preparing cash account. We need to analyze the thing like cash, particular cash ಯಾವುದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಶಿನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇರುವ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟೆಡ್ 1 lakh ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವುದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶಿನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಟು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. So when we are preparing cash account, sales is credited or debited here? Exactly, sales is debited here as to sales account. Clear, right? To capital account. Say for example, just prepare capital account, date particulars JF, date particulars JF and amount, debit, credit, preparing capital account. How we can post this particular transaction to the ledger? Firstly, capital account credited. Correct, right? According to this transaction, capital account is credited. So just record 1 lakh here in the credit side. Then record the date 2017 April 1st. Afterwards, what we can do? We should record the related, means nearest account. See, capital account is affected with the cash account. So here we can write by cash account. By cash account. Correct, right? So this is how we can pass the journals. We can post the journals to the ledger. Say, take one more example. Already cash account, we prepared cash account. Let's take the related transactions. Example, purchased goods for cash. Purchased goods for cash. What is the journal entry? Rupees 50,000. Journal entries for this particular transaction. Purchases account debited to cash account. Now we have cash account. Capital is not affected in the purchase transaction. So we need to prepare one more account, that is what? Purchases account. Okay, purchases account. Credit and debit. Okay, purchases account debited to cash account. So in purchase account, how we can record? Purchases account debited 50,000. So debited 50,000 to cash account. To cash account. Mention the date, April 2nd, 2017, like this. Clear? So to cash account credited by purchases account. So how we can record? Cash account credited 50,000, so here 50,000, cash is affected with the purchase. So by purchases account, 50,000, April 2nd. Like this we can post, we can transfer the journal entries to the ledger. This is just for understanding purpose. In coming class we will study exactly how we can pass the journal entries, afterwards how we can post the journal entries to the ledger. So here first we should know the format of ledger. Afterwards, before studying the ledger format or ledger process, we should know the concept of journal, how we can pass the journal entries, how we can record the transaction in the book called a journal. Then if that concept is clear, then only we can easily move forward to the concept called ledger. Correct, right? Correct? So ledger is called divided into two. One is posting and balancing. Balancing we will study in next coming classes. So posting means what? Transferring the journal entries to the book called a ledger. That process is called as what? Posting. In ledger we need to prepare different accounts based on the journal entries, based on the transaction. Say for example, in an organization there are number of transactions was took up, then we need to prepare all number of accounts. Say for example, business started with the cash, there we should prepare cash and capital. Afterwards purchased goods for cash, then again purchase account we need to prepare, cash is already prepared. Sold goods for a cash, again we have to prepare sales account, cash is already recorded. In that cash account itself we should record related transactions of a cash. So say for example, organization sold goods in many days, then we can record in that particular book only. Need not to prepare April 1st sales account, April 2nd sales account, like that. Okay. So the main purpose of this ledger is to know the net result of all the accounts. Cash total balance or sales total balance, like that. So here debit side and credit side we can record the left hand side we can record the debit aspect of a transaction, and right hand side we can record credit aspect of a transaction, like T format which was already studied in the accounting equation. So take down the assignment question for this class. Give the meaning of ledger, and draw the neat format of ledger account. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.